I'm not dead, no. I still like Batman. Well, I made a post earlier. We saw the mouse. We saw the mouse scurrying around downstairs, so... And we were chasing after it for the good past half hour. And when it got under the stove, we kind of gave up. And then we started setting up... I started setting up the new traps. You know, I took out the old bait from the other ones, put in fresh chocolate, put some gloves on while I was doing it, so... I think I didn't do that before, and that might have been what messed it up before. Because I think they can smell, like, human scents on things, so... Yeah, Yeah, that was a wild past half hour or so, so... Anyway, here we are with the... We're actually going to continue the MSQ. Oh man, because we were chasing that stupid mouse like under couches and just, corners of rooms and hiding behind things. Oh god, it was just a shit show. Oh my god, I was trying to like just catch it and we just can't. So hopefully with a new trap set up, it will work. I'm hoping that's the case. We might go a little further or past the usual time than when I stop because of the delay that happened. It would have been fine. Things would have been on schedule if we hadn't seen the little bastard skirting around. Sparty was actually freaking out about it. Like, he did his alarm call. You need a cat. Get a somewhere for like American. I can't have a cat when I'm a bird. So, yeah. Sparty was actually alerting us to it, you know, again. Every time he sees it scurrying around, he freaks out. And just like last time, we were like, Spart, stop freaking out, there's nothing here. No, he was trying to warn us. So Sparty was at least trying to warn us about it. And we just didn't listen to him. An owl also works. Oh, I would love an owl. I wish I could have a pet owl, that'd be awesome. I love owls. Like, I love them so much, they're so cool. Great horned owls, barn owls, yeah. One of my exes thought that was weird. He thought owls looked creepy, especially the barn owls. Oh man. Oh yeah, there you go. You want to get me something nice? Give me an owl or something owl related. Greetings and welcome, traveler. If this is your first visit to Thamner, then you must try my special Amra Lassi. Its refreshing zest cannot be beat. I won't fall for that. What could such a wonder cost, you wonder? Normally I part with 3 bottles for the generous price of 19,800 gil. But for you, I am willing to go as low as even 10,000. You've been practically stealing from me. Oh, that dude's barely going through Endwalker. I am not a Stynian. I will call out my boy. Stynian, who is this? Oh! You're the one who was with that spear-toting fellow. Well, you can hardly blame a man for trying. The world may no longer be on fire, but we are still sifting through the ashes, so to speak. Sister, spare me. We might as well have that ugly tower back for the scant few travelers we see these days. I myself barely have the coin to buy at local prices. I tell you, if I didn't charge the odd adventurer a small fortune for afternoon tea, I'd be scavenging for scraps in the street. Alright, so profits ain't doing so good here still. Guild staff, huh? How fares the port? Well, it's in shambles, isn't it? The trade routes are open once more now that the danger has passed, certainly. But no small number of merchants have had to sell their ships to make ends meet in the short term. Add to that the sailors we lost in the final days, and it's little wonder the flow of exports is no more than a pitiful trickle. If Kalzal and his consortium were still with us, I'm sure he had found a way to turn our fortunes around. Now that was a man who got things done. God's rest his soul. Oh yeah, that was the guy who got turned into a monster thing. Yeah, the boss in Vanaspati dungeon. Elves are indeed awesome. Just a little weird without their Spargus was just worried for his snacks. Yeah, he would. Sparty's a selfish bird. They are beautiful, silent assassins. Yeah, they're so quiet when they fly. It's amazing. Okay. So we got something done. Where am I? Wait, where is this? Oh. Oh wait, hold on. Maybe I should switch out of the FC chat. I was kind of telling them earlier that, ah, fuck. No. Give me this one. Can I just teleport there? Okay. Good old touchscreen. That's so annoying sometimes. It's so sensitive. Oh, hey, Estinian. Ah, my advisor's returned. I've just made it back myself. Why do you retain this vessel now that your true form is known? You can't have flown across the island a fraction of the time. Be that as it may, the sight of a massive creature descending from the sky can be startling to say the least. And there are few places I can enter comfortably without risk of flattening some cart or stall. He's being practical, come on. Huh, fair enough. As for my inquiries, the people of Palakistan were unanimous in their reply. They are surviving. Resources were stretched to the limit when refugees were pouring in, but they persevered with some assistance from Yelimad. From what I understand, they have always been an independent community, hunters and foragers and the like. I was assured that the jungle provides for their needs, for the most part. Palakistan has weathered the disaster better than most, it seems. I myself heard good news and bad. The quarrymen were cautiously optimistic, having just sold a full wagon of giant skull to a foreign trader, but such visitors are few and far between. Compared to our best years, the weight of stone leaving Thavnair has been light indeed. Our nation is small and isolated. Its prosperity depended on a steady stream of exports. We must identify an obstacle to the flow of trade so we may begin working to remove them. Tell me, what did you learn in Akali and Yeliman? Well, I mean, I took notes on this shit. I see. Without a dedicated buyer, the average fisherman must struggle to offload his daily catch. Which is why I believe we should first address the lack of ships and shortage of able-bodied sailors in Yeliman. I am reminded of a child I spied as I made my way back to the palace. His father lost at sea when the beast sunk their vessel. So many variations of the same tragic tale, repeated over and over. So many lives lost. Oh, right. The orphan kid. Enough grief to drown in if we let ourselves be overcome. But we will not. Sari Estinian, I will consider the perspectives you brought me, and devise a plan to help my people confront this adversity. Come, I would like you to be in attendance when I announce the proposal to my assembled functionaries. The gang's all here.
I thank you for your attendance. The riches the Radiant Host have retrieved were hoarded in Al-Zadar's name. A fortune I set aside for a future day of need. And lo, that day hath come. May it aid our wounded city in reclaiming its vibrancy and vigor. In better times, I would leave such a task to our capable Ahawan. God's rest his soul. Finding myself bereft of his counsel in the here and now, I will assume the responsibilities of mine office directly. Firstly, The treasure shall be sold for more convenient currency. Thence, invested into the trading port of Yedlamad. Our merchants must have their operations restored, their ships rebuilt. Commerce must flow once more.
That's a horny guy. The green guy with the turban looks badass, yeah.
None was spared the tragedy of the final days. Of this, I am well aware. But an absence was created by the loss of Karazal's consortium. And by filling it, we provide new means for our fishermen.
Oops! Oh shit, I kinda clicked that too fast, damn it.
And what of the children who were left without family to care for them?
That is a concern which weigheth heavily upon my mind.
My hands got a little, my fingers got a little twitchy. I hit the button by accident.
Leaving these young souls adrift on the fringes of our society. Nay, a proper solution is needed. One which doth guarantee their welfare for years to come. Thou hast surely seen how other nations rise to meet this challenge, adventurer. What dost thou deem the wisest course?
It takes a million. I mean, taxes usually. I mean, yeah, you gotta tax the people, and then that way it feeds into, you know, taking care of things in your city. Levy them on trade profits in exchange for your investment. Oh yeah, there we go. Economics.
I see. We create a reliable source.
Yeah, I'll get that twitchy skip dialogue finger.
Let us put this idea into practice. A contract shall be written, requiring all who receive of Al-Zadar's treasure to commit a portion of their future earnings towards the running of an orphanage.
That makes sense. Pretty fair.
Now, such an influential policy is deserving of a worthy name.
Kalzal, yeah. The poor guy.
A fitting candidate. Karazal should be remembered, not as the blasphemy which terrorized Thavne, but as a hard-working and generous man who brought much wealth to our shores. Do any among you object to this proposition? Many here lost loved ones to the beasts.
In that time of strife, any one of us could have broken. Any one of us may have been taken by despair. When I think of Kalzal, I feel no hatred. Only a stinging regret that we could not save him as well. Isn't that right, men?
There's a woman in the audience.
This bodes well for that boy. Murad, was it? Perhaps he can cut ties with that shady peddler.
Oh, good.
Then let it be done. Henceforth, this initiative shall be known as the Kalzal Foundation. Nabdeen, thou art to assemble a patrol and
Minority don't matter.
child in this city liveth in squalor.
Oh, man. No child left behind. I do love how the armor is very dragon-like.
See to the management of our funds and make haste. Our citizens must not suffer a day more than is necessary.
Dragon and man, side by side in pursuit of a brighter morrow. Reminded of Ishgard.
Feeling homesick? Oh, I get food. Oh shit. Well, actually, this would be good for my wait. Huh, okay. Yeah, that'll be good for my healer. How much money does Sari have? Like 2 million? I did spend a little bit of money with her to get some glam stuff. Oh yeah, 2.3 million. Alright, we got Bridging the Rift. Thank you for putting forth Kalzal's name. Those whose lives he enriched will take comfort in seeing his legacy honored. You will forgive me for not speaking sooner, but I bear a message from Archon Y'shtola. She asks you that I meet her at the High Crucible at your earliest convenience. Understood. Thank you. Y'shtola must have finished her study of the Void Gate. Shall we hear what she has to say then? I'll go with you. Oh hey, Vitra. In boy's body. I thought the Satrap would be too busy setting up the foundation. My clerks have been well-oiled cogs for this administration since before I once assumed the office. They understand what needs to be done. But I'm curious to learn what conclusions your Archon has reached concerning the gate's unique construction. As you wish. Allow me to lead the way, Your Excellency. Dang, kids are in need and Sari out here using honey to buy clothes. Yeah. Well, there's only so much money you can give. Alright, gotta go to Alchemia. Oh, balls. Okay, fine, go here. Okay. Where are they? For one who claims it is too late to save his sister, Vitra seems awfully interested in whatever revelations Y'shtola might have to share. Interesting. I'd be nice if I could lock onto him. Okay. Shall we hear what your scholarly comrade has to say? Okay. Game-wise, is money important, or can you just get by playing the game? You probably could, honestly. Crafting jobs will get you more money, honestly.
Right, here we all are.
Because you could just make the things that people want, so...
You discovered something new.
I took a closer look at that device. I was able to determine how it keeps the Void Gate sealed, but not how it might instead be employed to expand the opening. For that, I would need to reference the technique developed by Vitra's alchemists, no records of which appear to have survived the intervening years.
We know this, so why have you sent for us? Have you learned aught of value or not?
He's like, we already know this, what the fuck? Why'd you call us here if it could be an email?
Patience, good sir. One must introduce the subject before launching into specifics. From what we understand, travel between worlds is accomplished by passing through the nebulous rift which exists between them.
Yes.
Picture, if you will, the moment you were called to the first.
Uh-huh. Throw wide the gates. Or wait, you're talking about the moment I actually got pulled through?
You touched a focus of some kind to help the Exarch pinpoint your location.
Oh yeah.
His summoning spell then channeled the energies of the Crystal Tower to begin your journey to his world.
Yes, big magic. Just like Corporate Shill, yep.
The magics tore a hole in the walls separating source and shard, and cast you into the intervening nothingness. In that place, the laws of nature hold no sway.
Oh yeah, I had saw a lot of memories flying by. Shards of
Yet
time.
even through this realm of temporal and spatial instability, you were borne safely to your destination in the first.
Indeed.
The feat that guided you across such an unimaginable distance, both physical and metaphorical, was nothing short of a miracle.
Then what of the many Voidsent found in the source? Who guides them here, and how?
That's true. Voidsent come from
An excellent
yeah,
question.
from tears in that rift, and they still happen to come through.
Though there are several methods by which the Void's denizens might intrude upon our world, the rituals of summoning are the most typical. For example, let us consider the Gargoyle, a creature of middling power.
Right. I remember. I think I remember seeing gargoyles.
To call upon such an entity, the prospective summoner must force open a void gate. The portal lasts but a moment and is relatively small, allowing only an imp or other lesser being to squeeze through with their physical body intact. Our
Right,
more
physical
powerful
body.
gargoyle, however, is too large for that. Creating a gate big enough for him would require vast amounts of energy, far beyond the reserves of any one mortal practitioner.
Unless they did what Arbor did and, you know, cast aside your body to pass through.
Instead, 'tis far more common to bring
Yeah.
over only the entity's soul. We had a taste of that ourselves when a certain Exarch dragged us to the first.
Yes, and we saw it firsthand too. Well, not firsthand, but we know this happened before with Arbor and his friends coming to the source. It's why Ardbert's axe is bloody through most of Shadowbringers, because it was him who had to kill everyone else. He killed everyone else and then he killed himself.
And just as our bodies remained in our world, the Voidsent's physical form is left behind in the 13th.
And the gargoyles from Igor. I haven't seen Igor in a while. It was a nice story, though. I liked it.
The summoned soul is granted a temporary shell to inhabit. In the gargoyle's case, a stone effigy has proven a suitable vessel.
Oh wait, the Ascians do the same thing too. They leave behind a body, hop on, and go through the rift between, and then they take over another body when they get to the other side.
Wait. You said that Voidsent must be called here deliberately by someone in the source, reeled in like a fisherman with his catch.
Exactly. For a being to navigate the chaos of the rift, with or without form, there must needs be a guiding agent on the other side.
Ah, like a lighthouse.
When the hordes poured forth from Alag's Great Gate, it was the technologists who drew them through. Though to my knowledge, planar fissures are in essence natural passages between our world and the void. which require no such guidance to traverse. Why is only the boundary between the Source and the 13th so fragile? So much so that it often tears open of its own accord.
I believe solving that mystery is key to understanding travel between the Source and its reflections.
And how do you intend to get your answers?
No. The danger is too great.
Perhaps. But what some call danger, others think of as adventure.
Are we gonna throw wide the gates again?
Were you not listening to my tale? Never mind that the means to expand the gate has been lost to the ages. Even could you force the portal wide enough, you would be greeted by an army of murderous horrors the very instant you step through.
I assure you I was most attentive, and I agree that to go alone would be certain death. But if I were to bring along one who has already braved the 13th, and humbled the Cloud of Darkness, well, I imagine my chances would be much improved.
Oh yeah, I could do it again. Let's do it, I wanna fuck shit up.
I had a feeling you might say that.
You know me well. Are you cracking your fingers? Yes, I was. I forget how sensitive the mic is sometimes. I can catch that. All state, you're in good hands.
As much as I would like to march straight back to the Void Gate, there is the small matter of being unable to open it without the Satrap's personal authority.
Whatever shall we do?
As I've said before, I will grant you and yours any boon you choose to name, provided it does not endanger my people.
That was my speakers. Yeah, sorry,
You have my word that
I just do that sometimes, yeah, it's a habit.
Not a single void scent will be allowed to threaten Radzatan, assuming we manage to expand the portal in the first place.
I don't know if you heard that one, that was my ankle.
Actually, I had hoped you might help us with that. I presume the alchemists you retained supplied you with some explanation of their methodology.
That they did. House Daymir was overseeing the project.
Daymir. Ah, yes. The family associated with the great work.
I don't know how you remember that, I wouldn't. Old people unite.
I did not fully comprehend the theory, but their research began with a void scent which had slipped through the fissure. After a thorough examination, they created an arcane simulacrum possessed of similar qualities. A man-made void scent,
Oh shit.
if you will. It was apparently indispensable in their efforts to enlarge the gate.
So there was already a method.
A man-made void scent.
I mean,
Yes. Being great admirers of the Archons, House Daymir submitted detailed notes to Charlene's official committee. They expected praise and accolades for their simulacrum, and were thus devastated to be informed that their work had been classified as prohibited material.
aw. Hey, we made some great strides in science. Come check it out. Yeah, no, that's considered dark arts, so we're gonna have to put that in the classified section. No one else can see this. Your work will never see the light of day again. Sorry. And you can't have it back, by the way. I like some people he still as a scholar. Oh yeah, she can actually remember shit.
If that's true, then those notes might still be stored in a forbidden archive somewhere. Not Google, of course, since that library had yet to be built. Which leaves us with...
Charlian? Oh yeah. Place to sneak around. Yes.
Indeed. Numenon's restricted stacks may very well hold a copy.
Let's do it.
In which case, I say we head directly to Charlayan.
Yep. Let's go watch let's go take a look at these confidential papers. How could they say no to us?
Unless you anticipate needing help to reach the high shelves, I see myself being of little use. Still need to find Mirad and tell him about the Kalzal Foundation.
You know, thank goodness Sari is not very tall, or at least, you know, not of the taller races. I would see her being an asshole, being like, oh, you want this? Puts it up higher.
Let us be on our way as well.
Excuse me, Saber the Universe coming through, excuse me. Step aside, you background characters.
They are resolved to venture into the void. Do I sit idly by?
I cast Fly. Yeah, it was actually said legitimately in the Endwalker story that Graha, you know, being a short cat boy that he is, short king, he admits at some point, he's like, oh, well, yeah, I had to use a floating spell to get to the higher shelves. There's no way for me to reach it otherwise. You doing alright there, man? Alright, don't want to talk, that's fine. Okay, we're going to Charlayan. Okay, going back to college. Which, yeah, many of the people in the Scions are basically college graduates, you could say. Everyone who has the freaking tattoo mark, like, yeah, I think that confirms it. The Archon mark. But wait, I don't think Alfie and Alize have it. Even though they're called prodigies. If we're to enter Numenon's restricted archives with the minimum of fuss, then we must secure the permission of the Forum. First, however, we shall need to enlist the cooperation of a member to broach the matter on our behalf. Who do you think might be inclined to assist us? Gee, I wonder who. No one springs to mind. What if the Scholarch Monteshain? He did come to Graha's defense during the inquiry, after all. Oh yeah, that guy. He kind of taught us a little bit. He was cool. Tis settled. Let's head to Phenomenon and see if he's willing to help us once more. Alright, Shola's following me. Cool. Alright, girl, we're going this way. Wait. Where am I going? Oh, that way. Okay. Wait, where the fuck am I going? Sorry, I just need a moment to read maps. So I don't end up lost. I don't like being lost. Oh, just take this scenic back roads route. So you're saying is Harry is the group idiot. I think the mark comes from belonging to a particular group, which twins aren't technically old enough to be in yet. Okay. Sari never said that she went to school. Alright. The only study she's done is learning how to kick ass. Kick ass and fucking shit up. And by now, we are professionals at that. We found it! I apprenticed to Master Matoya at the age of 7 and labored under her tutelage for a full decade. I never had the chance to attend the studium. Never did Thancred, as I recall. Soon after Master Louisoix took him in off the streets, he was put in the care of another Archon. His was a rigorous and practical education, in the arts of espionage and survival. I sometimes wonder what my life might have been like had I pursued studies here instead. Tia, the last stand-up today lectures. Should I wonder as well? I could see her easily being a teacher, but I mean, with Sarah, you'd think it too? Huh. She would say something stupid, though. Alright. Oh, never mind me. So it's just an idle thought. Okay. That or they had the tattoo somewhere less exposed than the others. Oh, that's also true, yeah. Sarah's a doctor and beating higher beings' ass. Yeah. We're always killing gods. Kind of reminds me of the Pandemonium raid, where the last boss was like, oh yeah, I will become a god. I'm like, you know who you're talking to, right? Maybe you don't, but you're about to find out. You're about to flick around and find out. And she did. She fucked around and she found out. Hey! Ah, visitors. And quite esteemed ones at that. What may I do for you? We need you to vouch for us. Pray forgive the intrusion, Scholark, but we are hoping you might help us secure permission to enter Numenon's restricted archives. Oh-ho! No further forays into the stacks this time, huh? I applaud this newfound sense of propriety. Yet in all this wide world of comparative serenity, what so compels you to disturb a vault of forbidden wisdom? I love how, because Ishtola is technically a cat girl, I mean she is, but she has the same like talking animation with the hands. Fascinating. I had no idea such a technique existed. I would have been surprised if you had. If my assumption is correct, the research left behind by Hasdemir has lain dormant in Charlene's archives for many centuries. And if you unearth this research, what then? Surely you don't intend to cross over into the void. Oh yeah. That is, in fact, precisely what we intend. But, to what end, pray tell? To develop a method of traversing the rift, for one, that I might keep my word to a distant friend. Oh. Sentiment aside, I have journeyed to the end of existence. I have heard, felt, and thought. Hear, feel, think. It's young KFC Colonel. I thought endlessly about the truth of our world and the echo of its future, and yet I want to understand everything, to unravel it all down to its very last secret. Oh, she wants to see Runar again. What scholar worthy of the name would have forced open a void gate or two, if a grand revelation was the promised reward? Marvelous! An audacious proposal worthy of Master Motoya herself. And after hearing the whys and the wherefores, I for one do not believe you would use the knowledge for ill. I see no reason not to present your request for the forum's consideration. Thanks for vouching for us. You're a bro. Although your petition would be better received, you also have the support of another well-placed acquaintance. White Master Fortunal, of course. He can hardly ignore an urgent request from his dear children's most treasured comrades. Oh, right. I was hesitant to approach him directly, but there is no denying that having Master Fortunal on our side would tip the balance in our favor. Very well, we'll pay a visit to Levier Estate and plead our case. I can see why Ishtola was a little nervous about it. I mean, not that he's a bad guy, far from it. But he is kind of a stern dude that you're not sure if he would help you. And on the other hand, there's also the fact that, you know, it almost seems like, you know, like, oh, okay, we know this is the best person who could do it, but it also feels kind of shitty to be, like, whining over to for a favor at the same time. And you think, no, let me see if I can do this on my own. And it shows Jelly's one bad character arc away from being a supervillain. Oh, one last thing before you go. I would consider it a personal favor if you might share with me the discoveries you make in the void. My appetite for knowledge is every bit as insatiable as yours, I'd wager, so if you could see your way to indulging an old man's curiosity. Of course, Scholark. We'll be sure to pass on any revelations. Revelatons! Alright, speak with House of your butler while Shola is accompanying you. Alright, alright, we can just head out. Take the main road out, all the way across. God damn it. I have to run the whole way? Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna make this a little easier. Good old Peloton. I have to admit though, great thing about the island stuff that I've been doing on the side, you have like basically almost infinite sprint. It's working great. I mean, you could do infinite sprint, but at the same time, you could also just run around on your mount too, so either or, it both works. I just wish flying was a thing. Maybe it is, but I just haven't unlocked it, maybe? Okay. Well, at least this time it's a little more bearable. Journey's End. Kind of a depressing name to have. Naming what is this? A suburb or whatever, a neighborhood. Hi. I need to speak with Master Fortunal, please. Mr. Seri and Mr. Zashola, how may I be of service? We come to speak with Master Fortunal. Is he at home by any chance? Yes, the master is in residence. I shall inform him that he has guests. Sup? Well, Emelians would invite you inside for tea, but I assume this is not a social visit. You have some matter of import to discuss. Yeah, it's pretty important. Then pray proceed. You have my full attention. Well, you might not like this, but... Well, I suppose I should praise you for following the proper protocols this time around. Hey! Scholar Montache expressed much the same sentiment. I assure you, will not attempt to circumvent the form's authority again. Unless it is absolutely necessary, of course. We will break rules if we have to. Rules are meant to be broken. Of course. You do understand that the restricted archives are restricted for good reason, yes? If no pressing need exists, then why risk the consequences of employing this forbidden knowledge? For a brother who misses his sister, she was his guardian and his friend, a selfless hero who crossed the rift between worlds to save her homeland from horror and suffering. But the brother has given up on thoughts of reunion. He spends his efforts elsewhere, watching over people yet healing from the flames of the final days, loyal to his duty while betraying the longing in his heart. 'Tis no vital mission, perhaps, reuniting these siblings, but it feels a worthy cause to pursue, all the same. As one who feared losing his own loved ones and spent years in research to prevent it, surely you appreciate how painful such a separation must be. Reflections are still very much a mystery to us. Offering to share your experiences in the first should constitute a fair exchange for our cooperation. Knowledge for knowledge. It was the end of the journey to find a home, so kind of a good thing, yeah. Do not celebrate just yet. The forum must still be convinced. I will add your request to the list of today's deliberations and deliver the decision to you at the Baldessian Annex. Alright, now we got... God damn it, we gotta like fucking walk everywhere. Okay, getting close. Alright, Ashtola, you ready for the sprint? Because we're about to sprint. Oh, man. Would have been nice if we could just use the, you know, the ether ride and just pop on over right away. But no, we gotta walk. Ashtola, you owe me for this. So, how long is this gonna take? So, what did the forum decide? To put it bluntly, Master Matoya... Oh. To put it bluntly, Master Matoya has burned some bridges here at Charlian, and salted the earth for good measure. When it became clear that her student was petitioner in question, well, no few members voiced their discontent. Then the chamber was reminded, in no uncertain terms, I might add, of the incredible debt we owe to you and your companions. Yeah, the big debt. Oh, I'm pretty sure he brought it up. That search silenced the grumbles and stiffened a few spines. Oh, stiffened a few spines, and it was agreed that allowing you entry to the archives was the least we could do in return. That is wonderful news. Thank you both for speaking on our behalf. Yes, well, as I am sure you're aware, this permission was not extended lightly. Forbidden knowledge is to be treated with the utmost caution, and there will be repercussions if it is not. I wish you well in your endeavor, and bid you good day. He's a kudere, man. All icy, but he's soft on the inside. Ever the same, that one? Uncompromising? Aye, that very stoicism is exactly what Charlian needed to guide it through not one, but two exoduses. Exodai? That went rather well, I think. As a child, I dreamed of many number of schemes for getting my hands on those forbidden tomes, and now I can simply walk in through the front door. Our focus will be in finding House Demir's research notes, of course, but the thought of so much knowledge at my disposal has me feeling a little giddy. Ashtola, calm down. This isn't catnip. You'll be heading directly to the archives from here, I presume. Yes. You presume correctly. Then you'll want to speak with the index page when you arrive. It's been instructed to grant you access to the restricted section. Excellent. Once again, we thank you for all your help. Oh, it was my pleasure, believe me. May you find the knowledge you seek. Bye, thanks. Shall we? Ugh, okay, we gotta walk over again. Let's go, Ashtola. Time for walkies. I can easily see her smacking Sarah with the staff on the head without him. She said some bullshit like that. Bonk. Oh wait, it's up the ridge. Fuck. Okay. It's fine, it's fine. There's stairs. Are we all soft on the inside? Yeah, I guess so. Alright, well here we are. To take the set of instructions I laughingly imagine may actually exist, but yalms away from where you found me napping. If I had known of Azadal III's exploits sooner, I could well have saved myself days of research. Even a children's book might have pointed me in the right direction. To achieve the impossible, one must needs be flexible of mind, and look beyond conventional wisdom. A lesson I had already learned, but clearly not taken to heart. Oh, there, it's fine. Oh, there it is, index page. Archon Ishtola and guests identified. Do you wish to proceed into the restricted archives? Follow me, if you would. Watch your step, and please note that the use of naked flames is discouraged. Oh, naked flames? Alright, fine. No lewd flames, I guess. Whatever that means. This is the jazzy music. Well. Bigger than I thought.
If House Damia's notes are to be found anywhere, it will be here. Let us begin.
Okay. So, where do we start exactly? That's a lot of fucking books. You can't expect me to read most of it. Please don't make me. The Untitled Journal. What's this about? Today in a world not my own, I met the most beautiful void-born creature. She was so unlike her ravenous brethren, eyes blazing not with hunger but trembling, like a candle's flame, threatening to flicker out at any moment. Untitled Goldsmith. I wonder if she is even the proper word. Such distinctions seem inconsequential, insignificant even. All that matters is the love I feel for this exquisite, transcendent being. Though your attempt to read more, this does not seem to be the volume you are seeking. Sari would read something like that, yes. She'd like, oh, tell me more. Leather-bound blog. Aw, man, I didn't want to find the thing right away. The following pages detail an advanced method of manipulating rift span. Yeah, okay. We present these research notes to this faculty of Charlotte Studium as both a token of our friendship and expression of our boundless admiration. Can I read the other? Oh, I wanted to read the other one. I didn't think I'd find it that quickly. God damn it. Ishala, sometimes I'm too good at finding things. I know I'm a great finder of things, but I didn't think I was that great. That's something you'd like to show me, do you? My apologies, I flipped open but a single book and was completely absorbed by the contents. Alright, well, Epiphanies of House Demir. Oh yeah, I gotta do my Wondrous Tales. Well done, Sari. I think you have found our prize.
Yes, the ether signature is unmistakable. I've felt the traces of House Damia's resonance many times at the Great Work. Time to see what all the fuss was about.
Do it. Do it. So I can open it, or... Oh, I know that thing.
Among the ranks of the Voidsent, there exist entities with the power to call forth their brethren from beyond. The species known as Atomos, however, is uniquely prodigious in this regard. From its distended maw, it can expel an endless procession of void-born creatures. A talent which sorely tested the Radiant Host in its battles against these abominations. Surmising that the entity itself was acting as a void gate, we endeavored to capture a small specimen and subsequently examine its physiological structure. Our findings revealed that the Atomos had absorbed a planar fissure into its own flesh, which it could expand at will into a functioning gate. Upon further analysis, we identified an ethereal wave pattern emitted during this process. A pattern we were able to emulate by passing crystal-stored ether through a specially designed prism. We proceeded to embed said prism into an arcane simulacrum, thus completing what we have dubbed our artificial atomos.
Well, there it is.
How could I have been so blind to the possibilities? This species, not to mention its ability to summon void scent, has been discussed among academics for years now. Just before the advent of the 7th Umbral Calamity, we received reports of Atomos sightings from every corner of Eorzea. Surely you've at least heard the tales.
Yeah, sounds kind of familiar.
And still, House Daemir went and built a mock Atomos of their very own. I'm not surprised the Archons consigned their work to a restricted archive. It was no easy task, but at last we've unearthed the volume we've been searching for. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to stay longer. See what other forbidden titles might be lurking on these shelves? Ah, but that would be abusing the very special privilege we've been granted now, wouldn't it? Better not.
Yeah, I mean, they were already not willing to let us in here until Fortunal spoke up, so yeah, let's not be assholes about it. Just want to pop in and say hi. Hope the stream is fun, but I'm gonna go sleep early. You're gonna pursue with the voice, and this is very strange. Oh yeah, that's fine. They actually do have voices a lot. It's just we're doing the main story, and the main story has priority of voiced lines. But thanks for dropping by, Candy. See you around. As much as I'd love to start crafting the Atomos, I'm afraid this is far outside my field of expertise. Fortunately, we know a Haunish alchemist who would be delighted to involve herself in our House Demir project. Our business here is concluded, for the moment. Please pass on our regards to the forum. Your message will be conveyed should you wish to indulge in more forbidden literature. I will be here. Patron mode disabled. Security mode engaged. If anyone can help us, Nadana can. I say we return to Thavnir and look for her at the Great Work. Okay. The Great Work. See, she's right over there. Okay, I'm not walking over there. Your story tells me you're pursuing a most fascinating study, and that you want me to be part of it. Yeah. I have no doubt you'd be interested. This research log should speak for itself. Will it now? Slow turn of the head. By the sisters, this is the mark of House Demir. I never knew such a work existed. Few should. It was sequestered in Numenon's restricted archives, after all. It was, but that means every word within is forbidden knowledge. A forbidden tome filled with forbidden research. Should you put it right into my unsuspecting hand? I can hardly wait to read it. Well, she's excited as you are, Ishtola, apparently. The work will speak for itself, introduces Nadana to Prim. To think that the Demir were developing such marvelous techniques so long ago. How many innovations have been lost over the centuries, I wonder. Now that we've glanced over the notes, what say you to helping us build a new mock Atomos? I say yes, 1,000 times yes. Work on a Demir project that had even the redoubtable scholars of Charlene trembling in their sandals? No alchemist of the Great Work could resist. You're a woman after my own heart. Hey, you said that to me before. Oh, I suppose I should ask. What do you mean to do with this big mouth simulacrum once we've built it? Jump in its mouth. So there's a secret void gate, and it's sealed in the ruins of the bottom of the bounty. Today is a day of revelations indeed. If the purpose of our man-made Atomus is to expand this hidden portal, then I will need to see it for myself, I think. Manipulating with expanding apertures is not the sort of thing you want to attempt without first taking into account every single factor. Now by all means, accompany us to the vault. I plan to lead us back there shortly, once we finish gathering the components I require. Wait, for what now? Charlene's markets provided the raw aquamarine and pure water crystals. But I might need help obtaining a small quantity of astrally infused water. For such a liquid, you need to go further than the Fonta Maya. The ascetics of old once favored the place for their meditations, and the water which pools there now is known to live in the flow of ether. That sounds perfect. If you'd be so kind as to fill a flask with the pool, I would petition Vitra to join us. The idea I have in mind won't amount to much without his authority to command the Void Gate. Shall I be about it then? We meet back here anon. Is she a real one for that? It just appeared in my hands, I tell you. I swear I didn't go look for it, it just was put in my hand. Alright, let's see. Gotta fly this way. How far is this? I might as well just teleport there and just fly through. It's shorter. Alright, oh yeah, this is that place where that lady and her baby got yeeted into the water. Oh, down there. Fuck out of here. Oh, okay, you really want to go down this rope. Alright, you're going down, damn monkey. I get a griddle jailbreak. There. Teach you to fuck with me. There, I got the thing. Oh hey, Estinian, you're here. The boy Merad was glad to hear the news of the Foundation. It means a new life for him and his sister. Oh, that's good. Do you have that flask for me? Yes. Flask filled with astrally infused water scooped from the strangely specific point in the depths of the Fontavai. Yes, this should suffice. Thank you, Sari. Oh, I gotta pick one. Fine, spell speed, whatever. Void theory. Look who I came across. Estinian seemed in need of diversion, and we, in turn, may have need of his lance. Right then, now that our little party's assembled, let us make our way to the ruins. Will we have need of Miss Toya's... of Matsuya's boat again? Not this time. Once she stole a... No. Oh wait, no, that was him. Not this time. Once you shall inform me of our destination, arrange for a vessel to be made ready at Akiali. Your Excellency is ever the gracious host. Shall we? Alright, it's down that way. Okay. It just barely turned night. It looks beautiful. With a full moon and everything. So I was hearing that there's a new Fallout show, like on, what's it called? On Amazon Prime. And people are saying it's really good. I never played any Fallout games. I just know it's like futuristic Skyrim, basically. I sort of want to take a look at it. I mean, I've never played The Last of Us, but I watched the show and it was pretty good. So, and people were saying that it's also like just like The Last of Us. You know, it's a very good show based on a video game. The ship is yours to command. All right, cool. Let's get out of here. Oh, this is so exciting! Asadav's legacy. To see the truth of a legend with my own eyes. Well, here we are. Prime does have good production shows. It does, yeah.
The ruins alone were impressive enough, but I never dreamed such a treasure lay hidden in the depths of the bounty. It may have been helpful to know this device existed, Your Excellency.
My apologies. The gate was a secret I shared with none but my closest advisors. I feared for what might happen should those with ill intentions learn of its existence.
What is it you're doing now?
There's something I wish to verify. The NOAA reports claim that a short stint into the void carries little risk of etheric imbalance. Should one suffer an injury, however, or if one's expedition drags on longer than intended, that risk becomes significantly greater. Graha theorized that a warding scale would confer protection from the void's corrupting influence.
Oh, right,
But
like
I
when
would
Nero
prefer to
turned
test
purple.
that hypothesis before we set foot in the 13th ourselves.
So you can't argue with that. Prime produced both of the more mature Kamen Rider shows. Oh, interesting.
So, this is an experiment of sorts.
Yes, an experiment. Tell me, how would you go about testing the efficacy of the warding scale?
Wait. Say nothing. Might as well go myself. Send a familiar?
Very good. I see you've been paying attention.
I mean, when I try.
As Vritra sent his simulacrum, so too shall we rely on a familiar to bear the brunt of any unpleasant consequences.
I don't know, Private Kamen Rider. Still not sure how I
Now,
felt about the
alone
cannibalism
against the
response
navigator
service.
Fisher, no matter how narrow.
Amazons and Black Sun. Okay.
Which means an arcane entity of similar stature should be able to manage the same.
Oh yeah, the little imps.
I hadn't wanted it to come to this, but no other familiars will do, I'm afraid.
What are you getting at?
I mislike the sound of that. What manner of fiend does she mean to summon?
Fiend.
From ocean rise and cloudbank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born.
Here's the best part.
Water, froth and fire!
Her magical girl thing.
Ready your arms. I fear she's been possessed.
Oh, come now. That was adorable.
though not my first choice. These familiars I conceived of as a child have the best chance of fitting through the gate.
Oh, so that's how you're embarrassed when we're going through Matoya's relic. And that's just about to turn into a magical girl. Yeah, I mean, that was the intention anyway, to make it look like. And now she's cringing because she's like, yeah, I came up with these things when I was a kid. I thought it was cute and cool back then. I have to admit, I noticed the post-Endwalker stuff, or at least like this whole like first part of it anyway, where you're like helping to find this treasure and exploring the Void Gate. It feels like it's just clowning on Ishtola a lot. Granted, there wasn't much of it in the past expansions and stuff. Like, you could tease her a little bit in Shadowbringers and all that. I love that shit. That was fun. Like when you call her mom and stuff, and then she's like, keep that up and I'll bend you over the knee. Bend you over my knee. Or, you know, she'll say something like, keep that up and then you'll be going to bed without a supper. And then this time you see her get conked over the head by a book because she fell asleep near a stack of books and it just fell over on her. You can get her in trouble. I meant it as a joke. You could tell Vitra like, oh yeah, she was destroying all the automatons in this area. She killed them all, you know. And then now there's this.
I only wish my younger self had considered a more dignified ending to the creation ritual.
And they're cringing. You've grown as a person, Ishtola. That's what it means when you cringe at past shit that you've done.
These two should serve as well.
I love how Matoya's relic playing the music.
Scale.
It's the dungeon music. She always came out on top of Shadowbringers, though. Yeah, she did. Yeah, it was pretty great. I love how it kind of sounds vaguely like Banjo-Kazooie music. And I like that the music is playing because, you know, you first see these little fuckers in that dungeon.
And when they return from the 13th, we can observe how the talisman, or absence thereof, has affected the progress of the Void's corruption.
And it's funny because if you do take her in as like as a partner in that dungeon, even she'll be like, "Oh no, not this!" When you get to the boss Nixie.
If I could impose upon you to open the gate, Your Excellency?
Ah, yes, of course.
We should also be wary of void scent slipping through while we conduct our experiment. Estinian, you are to keep Nidana safe from harm.
As you say.
You had best be on your guard as well.
Don't worry, I got my guns. I'm gonna do it. Roth and foam.
Oh, are you volunteering to join the Nixies? I could shrink you down, you know.
Oh, do you?
Let us begin, shall we?
So good with the comebacks.
Nixies, into the void.
Carol, Sari, you know, not who you taught. No, Sari knows. She just likes the challenge. Sari likes the challenge if it means she'll get in trouble. It's why she does nothing when she sees a villain powering up. Because she knows it means a better fight. So... wait to wait for a time to ensure a meaningful result. Be patient and keep watch for any intruders. I struggle to picture Soul as a little girl. Easier to believe she sprang fully formed from one of Master Matoya's cauldrons. I'm pretty sure she's a precocious child. Sarah's eyes were smiling when she said that. Sarah wants to show to become a super into the finally a worthy one. Finally a worthy opponent. Our battle shall be legendary.
I think we've waited long enough.
I mean, it's kind of why Sarah was kind of upset through most of Endwalker being like, Xenos, you could have just asked me for a fight. You didn't have to do all this. If you just asked, I would have done it. Because, yeah, she thought Xenos was a very worthy opponent, too, so, yeah. That one is fucked. Is it dying or... Suntime atmosphere is important when it comes to intimacy.
Thank you, little one. You did well.
Xenos is just being thorough. He had all the setup. Literally, Xenos is the kind of guy who went like, I'm gonna take you out to dinner, I'm gonna give you a movie too, we're gonna have some wine, maybe champagne, whatever, some desserts after, with candles all around the room. Except he did that with, instead, you know, causing as much chaos as he could, so that way he could get the best fight. Oh, man. Well, that's one way to serenade Sari, I guess.
Poor thing. Its essence has been irrevocably warped.
It's turned purple! Nothing but the best for his friend, his enemy. Oh, that's not good.
We're out of time. I must reseal the void gate.
No, wait, something's about to come out. Oh.
They're coming through.
Time to get the gun out.
In the name of Al-Zidal III, I bar this door unto the void.
Alright, come on. Where do you guys slip through? No. Not even one got out. Oh, that's a shame.
Well, that was a sharp lesson in the dangers of void gates.
And what of our experiment? I'd say the results speak for themselves.
The unprotected Nixie has suffered extensive etheric corruption. As Nidana observed, it's well on its way to becoming a void scent.
So, do we kill it? Mercy kill it?
The one merged with the talisman, however, appears unaffected. I sense no changes to its equilibrium. Rest now, little ones.
Graha's theory was correct, then.
So it would seem. But while our second familiar was untouched by void energies, the talisman itself shows signs of degradation.
Oh, shit.
It was, of course, originally designed to shield the soul from primal tempering. It stands to reason that etheric corruption of a different sort would affect it differently. We may need to modify the warding scale's design to account for the 13th's uniquely unstable ether.
You've said much of the Void's instability, but my imagination fails me. What manner of place is this broken world?
Ah, my apologies. I forget that not all of us spend our days sequestered in dusty archives.
Yeah, like me, too. I've only been reading
The
picture
13th
books.
is a reflection of the source that was drowned in a flood of darkness. In Emmett Selk's own words, this tragedy was a result of the Ascians' attempts to force a rejoining. They erred in their haste, and made of that world a useless void. You remember Unakalhai?
Oh, that's how
The
you say
unusual
it.
child we met during our troubles with the Warring Triad. He explained the fate of the 13th thus. The champions of that ill-fated world used the stone known as Auracite to contain the power of primals.
I used to buy books. Something that chokehold on me for many years. I used to buy yeah. Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo books?
But those self-same heroes were gradually corrupted by the Auracite's bleeding energies, transforming into fiends with an endless hunger for ether.
Oh wow, that sounds just like the Void scent.
By the time anyone thought to oppose them, Light's strength had grown too feeble, and the balance of the 13th tipped into eternal darkness. It was Elidibus, as I recall, who rescued Unakalhai's spirit from his final battlefield. But I wonder if there were others whom the emissary saved from oblivion.
I'm not real. I mean, I don't know about that, but we do know there's. No wait. No, yeah, there was. It was Ciela. Silva. The barmaid at the Wandering Stairs. Yeah, Art. I'm gonna specify Arvert. I do like you can bring this up. There she is, with the
The
pixelated
adventurer
sword.
who traveled with the Warriors of Light. And you say she was another of Elidibus's pawns.
Uh-huh.
I see. So Ciela, or rather Silva, was beguiled by the same dreams of heroism as Unakalhai.
Unakalhai. Okay, that's how you say his name. Okay. I can remember that.
And what of your own experience? Will you tell us of what you observed during Noah's expedition?
Oh yeah, the Crystal Tower stuff. Well, there's the World of Darkness. It was kind of fractured and stuff, and then Nier was purple.
I can picture it now. The sunless, Stygian expanse, infested with legions of ether-starved monstrosities. A void in every sense of the word.
What you have described in such lurid detail is exactly why I hesitate to encourage you.
Worry not, great Vritra. Our journey into the 13th is but the first leg of a longer voyage. A voyage that shall lead us to other reflections, to new mysteries and discoveries. And I mean to be there every step of the way. But first I must focus on refining the warding talisman.
Then I can begin work on constructing an artificial Atomos. Or I could if I had the relevant manuals to hand. Might I be so bold as to request access to the Satrap's family archives?
I swear to God, we better go to Mare City than Dawn Trail. Like, there's been so much
Your
mention of
Excellency?
Mare City, and they don't talk about it. They only say, oh, well, there's a New World, too. But the New World is different from Mare City.
Oh, yes. That can be arranged.
I
I will speak
don't
to my
think that's the
officials
plan.
upon my
Aw.
return.
Not even partially? I mean... Wait, hold on. I'm trying to think of an example. if it was a new place, they probably would have shown in the trailer. And I'm thinking back on the Dawn Trail trailer, and then it didn't seem like there was anything that looked vaguely like Mericidia. Or seemed reminiscent of it, anyway. Because every one of the past games, past expansion trailers, they all show like an area that you can eventually explore. So, no, wait. Well, I mean, the Heavens War one didn't really show the Dravanian lands much, really. It didn't bring up. It didn't show Aoshir or anything like that, or or New Charlian, whatever. The Charlian that was there before it got taken over by goblins and stuff. It did show the Sea of Clouds, though. I remember that. And obviously the Ishgard lands, but yeah, that's about it. And then Stormblood did show Alamigo and bits of Doma with Kugane in there. There's still a 10-year. The New World, Tyrell, has been the only place I've heard brought up in regards to Dawn Trail. Fuck. Mercedes on the roadmap. Okay. It better be.
We will see you back in the city then.
And obviously Shadowbringers was just exclusively on the first, and then the Endwalker trailer did show a bit of Thavnair. Yeah, it showed Thavnair and Charlian, which were the two biggest areas you could go to. And the moon. However, it could be that Mercia could be like a little smaller place. Like, oh, we got no hint of Elpis being a thing that we could see in Endwalker. There was no hint of that. It just, when it happened, it happened. It's like, oh, okay. Sure. Same thing for Garlemald, I think. I don't recall Garlemald being in the trailer. Or maybe it was, maybe I'm misremembering. So, Trap City. Now at the FanFest in London, we were given some details on 4 of the 6 areas, and they were all parts of the New World. Oh. Oh. So yeah, okay, they must be saving the other 2 as a secret, because obviously they can't reveal everything. What's in Nadana succeeds in replicating the Mach Atamas. This door into the 13th will be ours to open. I think Yoshi has mentioned as well, there would be new air symmetry. Eureka and Blasha would be coming industrial. Oh, okay. Oh, maybe it's Mericidia. Yeah, we could hypothetically be Mericidia, yeah. We'll be crossing the threshold alongside us. I realize it's more of my endeavor than yours. Huh, to be honest, I have no interest in visiting the void myself. Might we discuss this later? There's something I must do first. Why does everyone insist on being so secretive? I at least had good reason for not wanting to explain my Nixie ritual. Should we proceed with our preparations then? As we saw, the warding skill can be effective at protecting the bearer from other sources of etheric corruption. Nevertheless, the talisman's durability will need to be improved if it is to withstand the void's influence for a prolonged length of time. And I think that is a problem we can address without involving the brilliant but busy alchemist who created it. Who do we know who excels at this kind of a structural augmentation? Gotta call up my boy Sid. They reverse engineered a freaking a freaking primal, for God's sake, so yeah. I wouldn't put it past them to be able to do this. They created the Tycoon in the Crystal Tower. The boss of the Twinning dungeon. An excellent suggestion. As I recall, Sid himself is no stranger to the void and its volatile energies. Oh yeah, that's right. With his experienced hand at the helm, I have every confidence that the ironworks can strengthen the warding skill. Come, let us visit their operation around Ridge Reach and commission their best and brightest. I know which and the alliance rates have already been confirmed to be a FF11 crossover. That's pretty cool. Okay, just drinking water. Oh, you're over here. Siri, what brings you to the Ironworks? We have a commission for you and your president, actually, assuming he's available. Master Sid? Certainly, I'll see if he has a moment free. Hey, been a while. Haven't seen you since, the Whirlit stuff, yeah. the weapons, like, the ruby weapon, emerald weapon, diamond weapon, yeah. A pleasure as always. I hear you have a job for us. I sure do. Heading into the void to find a lost dragon. That sounds almost pedestrian compared to your last adventure. Honestly, I don't know if you could say anything that would surprise me after Meteon and that bloody mess. Alright, let's take a look at this talisman of yours. You said there were signs of degradation. Yes, some good old wear and tear. The diamond weapon. Flashbacks to Knob. Seems some matter of corrosion has set in around the scratch on its surface, much as the void's corruption seeped into Nero through his wounds. In which case, our best bet may be to simply prevent the scale from being damaged in the first place. And how might we achieve that? We have a coding agent for strengthening trinkets and the like, but I'd be wary of applying any compound which might upset the scale's delicate alchemical balance. Far safer to dress it in armor. We'll construct a protective casing when utilizing metal alloys with high etherical conductivity, so as not to impede the talisman's primary function. A suit of armor, as you said. Nero has compiled data on the 13th, so I'll have him pitch in with the design just to be sure. If only it weren't such an ordeal to convince him to follow our safety protocols. I swear I've never had such a reckless employee. In any case, we may need some time to entangle the particulars. Understandable. We know how busy your schedule is, and the final result will doubtless be worth the wait. Ha! The hard part would be ducking Jessie and her constant barrage of demands while we sneak about doing the fun stuff. We'll see what we can do. I think we can leave the rest in Sid's capable hands. Let's return to the great work and see how Nadam is getting on with the mock Atimus. Or Thomas, whatever. I forgot how to pronounce it, Jesus. Oh wait, there was that thing, yeah. That's the mountain you can get from doing Eureka.
Hey, Stola. The adjustments are going well, I hope?
'Tis a lengthy process, but the end is in sight, yes.
That's wonderful news. I myself had some good fortune searching through the Satrap's private records. What I found was a transaction log dated around the same period as when Al-Zadal's legacy was built. It included a purchase list of highly exclusive alchemical components, and I knew I'd discovered the key to making the artificial Atomos. I then visited the High Crucible to commission the materials. After I'd explained my requirements, I was beset by volunteers insisting I allow them to help with the entire project.
The usual reaction to someone forcing open a void gate is to run for the hills. Harnish academics certainly are a different breed.
The alchemists of old were cut from a similar cloth. The unknown held no fear for them. Indeed, they were ever eager to seek new knowledge, regardless of the danger.
And were you not also fearless, heedless even, in your determination?
My sire entered his dormancy before I was hatched. And so it was Ashdaya who kept my eggs safe and warm. It created a bond between us. Even long after I learned to fend for myself, I rarely strayed from her side. She was my guardian, my sister, my dear companion. And not a single day passes that I do not mourn her absence.
Oh, right. That reminds me. Yeah, dragons are like... I mean, it was pretty obvious Nidhogg and Ratatoskr had something going on. And they're technically brother and sister. However, they're also asexual, so... it's not like they can actually breed with each other.
No matter how deep the darkness, I would not surrender my search. I promised myself the time would come when we would once more take to the skies together. But I am satrap now.
There it is again! Hand clenching.
The Radiant Host is here to serve, Your Excellency.
Nabdeen, what is this about?
Celestinian told us of your predicament. For centuries you have protected Rads at Han, never showing your true self, hiding behind a curtain and living only in service to the people. Your dedication meant more to us than your deceit, and so did we accept you as our rightful ruler. After all that you have sacrificed for this nation, did you imagine we would begrudge you your heart's desire? We survived the final days. We are a strong and proud people. We, the Radiant Host, will keep Thavnair safe in your absence.
I am grateful for your loyalty and for your encouragement. And yet...
Now you listen to me, Varshan. You are wearing that face, after all.
Oh, shit.
As I have told you before, you are a little brother to us all.
Alabama.
And if you are family, then so too is your sister. We are there for you if you need us. But do not ask us to sit by and watch while you abandon a sibling you have ached to rescue for millennia.
I mean, it wasn't just Alabama. Technically, there was also war, too. Not between the dragons, but I remember it was with Racebilger. He ate he ate Shiva. Saint Shiva. He literally bored her. He ate her. Oh, man. It was kind of funny because, like, I remember, like, when you go into Ishgard for the first time, when they talk about Shiva for the first time, they're like, oh, yeah, she did the thing, the most ultimate taboo. She laid with a dragon. You know, basically saying she fucked a dragon, but... But I'm pretty sure that was just them, like, or rather Ishgardians, like, you know, throwing defamation at her, basically. Because I did not get the implication that they had a sexual relationship at all, since one, like I said, the dragons are asexual, so I'm pretty sure that their love was really was like personality based only. I mean, it is possible to have a relationship without needing sex in it too.
We will succeed in opening the way. It is only a matter of time. All you need do is prepare to step through to the other side.
Your Excellency, I wanted to thank you for building the orphanage. It means so much that my sister and I will have a place to be together, safe and happy. And I hope that you and your sister can be together again, too.
Okay, how many more people do you need to, like, prove you wrong now? To protect the mother, you must take heart. We wallow in uncertainty forever.
You're saying I should seize this chance?
No shit. Yes.
Take heart and protect them well. Such were the words I once said to you. And here I stand, failing to live up to them.
Oh, right, you did say that.
If my hand is torn, I am fit to protect neither Ajdaya nor Radzathan. My people, I have come to a decision. Vashan will depart Thavne for a time. My dragon self will remain in the palace, but only to conduct the satrap's most essential duties. While I am focused on controlling this vessel, there may be matters that escape my attention. I rely on you, my trusted friends, to watch over one another until I return.
Take care, and fair fortune, little brother. Many tears would be shed should you come to harm.
I would not dare make you cry.
Yay! I love a happy ending. You surprised me, Astidian. For a lone wolf, you've shown an unusual degree of, shall we say, involvement in helping Vitra reach his conclusion. So as for the greater good, the worm's thundering sighs are keeping its citizens awake at night, and our travelers believing the palace racked by some unnatural storm. He's like, what? What of your own answer, then? You seem disinclined to venture into the void. When I was one with Nidhogg, his vengeful thoughts were my thoughts. His endless rage, my rage. Wait, where is he at? Oh, he's back there. And the soul-chilling grief he nursed for Ratatasker's death. I would not wish such agony upon a foe, let alone a friend and ally. If there's a chance you can spare Vitra that pain, then I will follow you. Any other former scions of Shakalan? I'd rather not bother our comrades with aught less than a dire threat to the star. We four should be sufficient for our purpose. Now, on to specifics. Unlike the first, where the flooded light was halted before its devastation was complete, the 13th has been utterly subsumed by darkness. My plan as such is to explore the void in stages, withdrawing to safety after each brief foray. It would be more convenient having some manner of base camp near to the gate itself. One of the palace chambers should serve. Come, let us reconvene outside Megaduda. I at least just want to get to that point where the dungeon gets unlocked. And so we require suitable accommodations. Might we make something available for our guests? All the chambers are presently hosting the great amounts of treasure we carried out of the vault. Once the Foundation's activities begin in earnest, however, we can redistribute the trove and make a room or two ready for habitation. Good. Please inform me when you've completed the arrangements. As you heard, we'll have you settled in Megaduda in due time. As ever, you are most gracious, Your Excellency. You risk yourselves to aid me in my search for Adishaya. Providing comfortable quarters is the least I can do. I only wish we knew more about our destination. The gods only know how long our explorations might possibly take, and what our chances of success might possibly be. The gods are not around anymore. Succeed or fail, I am grateful to you for convincing me to make the attempt. On that note, I will return to the great work and lend my help I can to Nidana. If you have preparations to make ere we venture into the 13th, now is the time. All I need is my armor and my lance. Perhaps I'll train with the Radiant Host to pass the time before we depart. You know what this means to me, Sari, but my purpose need not consume you as well. We are headed to another world. Find what joy you can in the experience, for you are a traveler, an adventurer at heart. This I know. Aw, thanks. Oh, critical hit. Cool. Meanwhile, in the 13th. Oh. Ooh. Wow, that's pretty cool looking.
And thus I am returned.
What the?
To be slaughtered, bereft of savages.
Newfound adventure. Oh man. Although I'm gonna have to stop there actually. I want to keep going, but it is getting kind of late. I was just trying to make up for the time I lost, honestly, with the delay with the whole mouse shit going on. Ugh. What horrible timing for these things. Because I definitely wanted to keep playing more, or do more of the story anyway. But oh well. It is what it is. So... yeah, I guess we'll have to stop here. Here we go. All cloudy and stuff. But yeah, at least we're making some progress in the story. I'm kind of glad. Nothing too exciting happened, really. It was just mostly cutscenes and some dialogue. More cutscenes. I didn't even get to fight anything. Oh well. Maybe that'll change the next one. But anyway, yeah. Mouse done effed up. Yeah, I know, fucking mouse. I hope it fucking goes into the traps. Getting sick of these damn mice. I thought we took care of the problem, but no, it's not going away. It's really annoying. I wish we just knew where exactly they were coming in from now this time. So we can, like, block it off. Oh well. Last story said wasn't bad. Yeah, true. And I kind of forget that this is... I mean, it's basically what FF ends up being, you know? Like, tends to be a lot of cutscenes, running around. And the really fun parts are when you can do dungeons or trials, so... yeah. Alright, so I guess for now, we'll call it a night. There won't be a stream tomorrow, obviously, like I put that in the schedule, that tomorrow will be my rest day. Most likely, I might start the week off with Sunday being a Persona 5 stream. I'm gonna try to switch off a little bit. Like, I know I did mostly FF this week, so I think next week we'll try more Persona since... yeah, I wasn't playing much Persona lately, so I should try catching up a bit on that. Okay. See you next time. Yeah, okay. Should by expanding foam for all the holes in that. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I'll have to look into that. Thanks for the suggestion. I'll definitely like look into that besides the traps. Gotta fill in all those nooks and crannies. But anyway, thanks again for coming by for tonight's stream. Even if it was delayed. Thanks a lot. So have a good rest of your morning, day, night, whatever. And I will see you guys Sunday night for a Persona 5 stream. So until then, take care. And I'll see you then. Bye bye.